whole truth and nothing but the truth in this proceeding. Thank you. You may take your seat.
Mr. Chair, may I ask Mr. Lichauco to introduce himself and his company?
Go ahead, Mr. Lichauco.
Good morning. I got a invitation letter to attend this hearing yesterday, so I prepared a brief statement that describes who we are and what happened in this particular incident. I am Marcial Lichauco Jr. I'm the President and General Manager of 911 Alarm Inc. with office address at 2322 Don Chino Robles Avenue in Makati. 911 is a corporation engaged in the supply of and 24-hour monitoring of burglar and fire alarm systems, as well as supply of firefighting and rescue gear and equipment. As a company, we participate in many government biddings for the supply of firefighting and rescue gear. During the hearing held by the Senate on September 4, I heard over the radio the testimony of Engineer Hechanova with regard to the incident at Makati City Hall of a bidder being trapped at the elevator. From the testimony, it sounded very similar to an incident that happened to us at Makati City Hall, and several persons later on contacted us to inquire if we were the bidder in question. I would like to confirm that that incident described by Engineer Hechanova in his testimony happened to us on May 15, 2007. However, I would like to clarify and correct some of the facts as to exactly what happened as we were in the elevator, and Engineer Hechanova was not, and was presumably in the bidding room at the 9th floor of the Makati City Hall. Following are the facts. We arrived at Makati City Hall at 12:53 p.m. For the conduct of bidding scheduled at 2 p.m. Only 2 of the 6 elevators were in operation, as the other 4 were said to be under maintenance. We entered elevator B at Makati City Hall to go to the 9th floor, and the elevator B got stuck somewhere close to the 7th floor. Makati City Hall personnel were not able to get passengers out of the elevator until around 1:55 p.m. after lowering the elevator back to the ground floor. As a result, we only arrived at the 9th floor bidding room, accompanied by Makati City cleaning personnel and rescue personnel to submit our bids at 2:02 p.m. Thus, we were actually trapped in the elevator for 1 hour and 2 minutes, not the 20 minutes. The elevator was full, very full, and after being trapped for a while, breathing became difficult. We also noted that it took a long time before Makati rescue personnel arrived, and I had to resort to calling our 24-hour alarm monitoring center through cell phone to contact Makati Rescue to rescue us. Contrary to what Engineer Hechanova said, my mother was not in the elevator with me. She is now 102 years old, so she would have been 97 at the time of the incident. The person who Engineer Hechanova described as my mother was actually our head of sales, Maria Magdalena Arpacello. After we were able to get out of the elevator, she was brought to the medical clinic at Makati City Hall as she was having trouble breathing after being trapped in the elevator. Subsequently, she was brought from the clinic to the bidding room in a wheelchair, and hence perhaps Engineer Hechanova assumed she was my mother. As we were late for the middle of our bid due to the elevator incident, we subsequently filed a motion for reconsideration with the Bids and Awards Committee and the Mayor of Makati to reconsider the 2 minutes late submittal of our bid, as well as a motion questioning the eligibility of the winning bidder, a company named Alexandra Blue Incorporated. These motions were duly received at 3:04 p.m. on May 17. I have copies of these motions, which would attest and confirm that the elevator incident actually took place. That's what I have to say, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Lichauco.